Hello, Niagara United Mennonite Church. Welcome to our home here in Niagara-on-the-Lake on Niven Road, and we're sitting in the rain and wanting to just send you a greeting today. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad. But anyways, we are just wanted to say hello and let you know how things are going, and we're doing really well. And COVID is, like all of you, it's brought some disruptions, but in other ways our life is going on as usual. Right now we're busy with 8 grandkids. Nathan and Taryn had their 3rd boy in June, and so that made the number 8 and keeps me really busy. I'm so thankful not to have a job. I had anticipated being back at work by now, and I'm not. So this is working out really well because there's a lot to do. But that's not all my life is. There's Bible studies and a few other things as well. So I'm keeping busy. And you've asked about my health. I'm doing fantastic. Best scan ever and best stomach scope and all those things. I'm doing great. Cancer-free for 3 years now. So God is good. He's very good. And even in the difficulties, He's good. And so we've had a bunch of difficult times in the last 4 years since we've left the church, and one of them is the current really difficult divorce of our daughter Stephanie right now. That's been quite a journey and is not what we anticipated, but you know, we know that God's hand is in everything, and so we trust Him and are believing for good days ahead. So thank you for your questions about these things and your prayers, and we just bless each of you as you have blessed us. Thank you.
And just a little few comments on kind of things, how things have been going in our lives in terms of my work and my business. 4 years ago, when we finished, I started my Integrate Legacy coaching business, and it has been steadily growing. And this year, for some reason, 2020, it has increased very significantly. And so we're tremendously grateful to God for that. It's work that I love doing. It's kind of my sweet spot, I guess I would say. I do a combination of, I guess, maybe coaching, mentoring, counseling. It's what I work with is people in the workplace, in business, in professional settings, sometimes doctors, lawyers, people who are running vineyards and farms and greenhouses and other kinds of businesses like that. And what I do is I work together. In some ways, it's really, I like to think of it as soul care. It's I'm looking for what God is doing in people's lives. It's not preaching and it's not teaching in that way, but it's coming alongside of people who are professionals and who want to focus on something in their life, perhaps that has been missing or something that is causing challenges for them at this point. And so that's what I do. I have a couple of colleagues who are running their own businesses in family succession planning, and they're experts in finance and business, and they pull me in to do relational stuff, helping professionals in their own personal growth as well as with marriages and families, with transitioning from one generation to the next, as well as management team work in business settings. That's keeping me busy, and I'm thoroughly enjoying that. And then the other piece that's a significant one for me is reconnecting with my Congo roots. In the last year, I've connected with Charles Buller, who was also a missionary kid when I grew up in the Congo. And we're working together on providing leadership training for Congolese as well as Angolans. And it's something that's desperately needed. We've been developing a 3-year leadership certificate, and we use the platform of WhatsApp, which is the most common in the third world, that people in villages, towns, and cities all have access to. And so we're using that platform for our training and hoping that we'll be able to visit. I was there in October. We're hoping to get there some point in the future. So Sharon tells me, I'm looking at the time here, it's been 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Sharon tells me I don't have my normal hour and a half that you always love to hear me for, you kept saying, keep going, but this time I'll stop a little short, and I think that's enough.
Yes.
Sharon appreciates that. So all that to say, thank you for giving us the opportunity to bring you greetings and update you on what's going on in our lives. You continue to be very close to our hearts. We love you as a community, as a church, and as individuals and families as well. Many of you we are still friends with and we see regularly, but a lot of you we don't. And so we just pray for God's blessing on every single one of you. God's presence, God's grace, and His mercy in each of your lives with whatever circumstances you're facing and whatever challenges we all are facing in this season at this time. May God bless you, and thank you for the opportunity to share with you. Take care. Goodbye.